This bully dumped milk all over his victim, soaking her completely. Just as things were on the verge of going too far, his friends stepped in and stopped him just in time. With no more fun left in it, they walked away, leaving her behind. Later, while he was up on the rooftop smoking with his friends, he spotted a group of girls ganging up on the same victim, the one they assumed had been flirting with him. Her bully, unwilling to let anyone else mess with his target, casually tossed a milk box at them, forcing the girls to back off. One of his friends, clearly confused, asked why he had done that. The guy just smirked and replied, "I hate it when someone else tries to bully my victim." His words sent chills down his friends' spines, leaving them visibly disturbed. The girl then realized it was none other than her bully who had come to her rescue. She couldn't understand why he would do something like that for her. From beginning to end, as if things weren't already strange. Now, inside her house, we finally see the truth about her. You all should know that she was a complete psycho who actually enjoyed being bullied. Boy, oh boy, her room was covered in photos of her bully. At this point, she even started confessing her love for him. "Woohyun, I'm gonna have you all to myself forever." The next day, we can see two people having a conversation with each other about their work at school. One of them says to the other, "We're going to go to Woohyun's after school today." The first friend asked him, "What else are we gonna do?" When the friend also mentions, "and wishes I could live there. Isn't his place awesome? You and Woohyun together." The brown hair friend, thinking to himself, spoke in a scared tone, "Well, that would be kinda intense." Seeing the girl MC, the boy in a surprised state asked his friend, "Isn't that the milk girl from the previous day? What is she doing here?" The other friend answering his question says, "Oh, you mean Ha-Yen? Well, let's go and see what she is doing over there." The bully, seeing an easy prey, his eyes lit up in joy. He approached her and grabbed her in a supposedly friendly manner. He asked her, "What are you doing, milk girl? And why are you still at the school so late?" She was shocked hearing the new name, Milk Girl, thrown towards her. She looked at him with a puzzled face. The purple-haired friend consoling her said, "This jerk made up a nickname for you. So just ignore him." She, flustered, hearing them talk, looked away. When suddenly from nowhere the bully caught her hand and asked her if she would want to come to Woohyun's place with them. Hearing his friend's suggestion to her, the purple-haired guy shushed him away from her. He asked him, "What the hell are you saying? What is this crap that you are doing?" The brown-hair bully murmured in anger, "Why not? It'd be cool for Milk Girl and Woohyun to hang out. And besides that, I like Milk Girl, she's cute." As they were fighting among each other, Ha-Yen exclaimed, "Woohyun wouldn't like it if I hang with him and you guys." Hearing her say that, both of them were shocked. Even she got shocked after reviewing her comment. Sweating in nervousness, she tried to explain, "No, that's not what I mean." As she was going to say something, suddenly she started running from them by shouting, "Sorry. I'm so sorry." Looking at her departing figure, the brown-hair bully lemons, "Damn. She's gone just like that." Seeing his apparent sadness, his buddy told him, "You and Woohyun, what are you both thinking about her?" Brownie, instead of answering, starts asking, "Why are you shooting me with your mouth?" Frustrated with him, his friend tells him, "Nah, forget it, you're helpless." The scene shifts to Woohyun's place, where all of them are enjoying a pizza party. The brown-haired guy comments about the deliciousness of the pizza. He also kept saying to his friends that if you guys don't hurry up, I'm gonna eat it all. Giving his comments no thought, he bought off his friends and kept playing FIFA football in their usual poker face. The purple-haired friend asked Woohyun, "Man, what are you thinking?" Woohyun, wanting to understand what his friend is trying to say, asks him, "What are you asking?" The friend, making it clear, told Woohyun, "You're gonna get yourself in big trouble at this rate. Why can't you control yourself when it comes to Ha-Yen?" "Why?" Woohyun answered in a nonchalant tone, "I'm not gonna get in trouble because of this, so stop thinking about this and mind your own business." In the present, as all of them were playing video games, in the background we had a picture of Woohyun and his friends after a fighting competition. Although he was first in the competition, but there was no one to celebrate his win on the other side, his friends had their parents beside them. Man, I guess the absence of his parents helped him become the psycho that he is. Tired of his friends' questions, he let out a deep sigh and matured. "Now what?" Seeing his mood after hearing his question, the purple-haired friend mentioned, "You don't have an ulterior motive towards her or anything, do you?" Woohyun, smirking, answered, "If my feelings toward Ha-Yen were to be like that, would I have dumped milk all over her?" The friend chimed in with his remark that, "You're not like us, though. When I think about all the stuff you have pulled so far, no, her, I wonder how it's still okay with you and her." Woohyun gets angry hearing his remark, giving the player of purple hair a friend with a deadly tackle. He asks to be sorry, saying, "Oh, that was an incredibly bad tackle." He told the friend the injury looks very serious. "So that's enough for today, let's not play anymore." Then he lightly tapped on his friend's shoulder, said, "You're concerned over nothing, so don't worry about me." When he was a little far from his friend, making a deadly face, he told the friend, "I'd worry about yourself first if I were you." The friend, feeling a little easy, spoke, "Yeah, if you say so. I guess I was worried over nothing." Woohyun, looking back, thanked the friend, telling his caring, "I'm gonna go grind some pizza. So let's go together, shall we?" As they started to leave, all of a sudden, the purple-haired friend remembered that Ha-yen. He mentioned, "Oh right, I saw Ha-yen in front of the suggestion box at school earlier." Hearing him speak about Ha-yen, Woohyun's eyes became sharp like a dagger, looking towards the person. "The friend leaving the apartment assured me that it could be nothing, but I just wanted you to know about this." Woohyun, hearing his friend's comment, started thinking deeply about Ha-yen near the suggestion box. What could she possibly be doing there? After thinking long and hard, he gave a smirking smile. And with that, the story takes us to the next day at the school where the brown-haired guy is talking with Ha-yen. He mentions, "Ha-yen, do you know last night was awesome? So come up next time, we'll have a blast over there." Not letting Mr. Brown-hair bully Ha-yen, Woohyun grabbed his head and told him, "Don't understand her clear speech," she said. "No. Why do you keep pestering her over and over?" The brown-hair guy became pale due to fear, gathering the little bit of courage that he had. He said, "Why not? It would be so much fun if she came." Grabbing her hair, he asked for her confirmation on his thoughts. She answered with her thoughts, "What can I say? Woohyun doesn't like me." The brown-hair friend, making a mustache, says, "That's what makes it fun. I'm already having a great time picturing Woohyun's sullen face." From the back, the purple-haired friend remarked, "You were so messed up, do you know that?" The brown-haired guy, agreeing, told him, "That's why I hang out with you guys. Right, Woohyun?" Woohyun gives his answer in the affirmative by flashing an international gesture towards him. As they were talking, the teacher entered through the classroom door. He commanded everyone to quiet down. He spoke to them that, "I have an announcement to make. So yesterday evening we received a report regarding some students. If I call your name, follow me to the teacher's office." Finally announcing the names to everyone, he told everyone the names are before the teacher could mention the name. The brown-hair friend told Woohyun, "Someone must have told on you." Poor Woohyun. Woohyun, getting angry, scolded him, "Get out, you asshole, why are you pissing me off?" The bully became stoned when his name, Young Jin-won, was called by the teacher. Then the second name which was called was of Lee Soo-jin. I don't know why, even she acted too shocked. I guess in her mind she is a saint. And the third person was Soo Woo-hyun-won. Well, that was not so surprising to know. The teacher, making his command clear, said, "These 3 students must come to my office after the morning assembly." Woohyun remembers what Young Ji once said to him previously, seeing Ha-yen in front of the suggestion box at school. Soo-jin exclaimed in anger at the teacher's call. She told everyone that this is unfair. Ji-won also expressed his thoughts by saying, "This is unfair, it's all Woohyun's fault." He asked the teacher, "Why are we getting punished?" The teacher, looking at them with a calm eyes, told them, "Do you know the reason you were called in here?" Puzzled and shocked, Ji-won, not wanting to know the reason, told the teacher, "I don't know why you called us here, but I'm sure it's Woohyun's fault." When Ji-won started arguing with the teacher commented to him, "I heard you guys skip gym class yesterday." Ji-won was shocked to hear the main reason from the teacher's mouth. He shrank in fear when he felt the hand of Woohyun on the back of his head. The fear was more because he just blamed Woohyun for no reason. Asking for forgiveness, he told his teacher, "Pardon me, sir, that's why you called us in. I did not understand previously." The teacher, now acting like a Sigma, used the bait of words. He questioned, "If not that reason, then why did you think I called you here? Is there something else pricking in your consciousness?" He started, saying, "No, nothing like that, sir." The teacher, looking at MC, called him on his thoughts, and Woohyun, "What about you?" Woohyun answered, "Yes, sir, same here, I guess." The teacher then spoke towards them, "Yeah? Well, then it's still a fact that you skipped class. So as a punishment, clean the restrooms after school." Seeing the punishment given by the teacher, Ji-won complained back, "But Mr. Kim, loads of other students besides us ditched the class too. Then why do we get to have punishment?" Now the teacher, getting angry, hits Ji-won with a book rule and scolds him by saying, "Cut the crap and get ready for the next class." Ji-won, squinting, commented, "Sir, you always pick on me." And with that, they step out of the teacher's room and start leaving the teacher's room. From the back, seeing their departing figure, the teacher, Mr. Kim, clenched his fist in anger and murmured Woohyun's name. I guess the teacher knew about the works of Woohyun, but without avocation, he couldn't do anything, which is why he was angry. As they were leaving the place, Jin-won started to complain to his friend. "Don't you guys think it's unfair? We all ditched, but Jun-hyuk didn't get in trouble." Seeing his complaining friend, Woohyun advised him, "So if you are that mad, I think you should tell all your complaints to him yourself." Jin-won is trying to make MC understand his argument. "Tell Woohyun, dude, I could never snitch on a friend." Soo-young, hearing him say his philosophy, thinks to herself, "Look at the hypocrisy," says the guy who just blamed his friend in front of Mr. Kim, without even knowing the real reason he was called there. Woohyun, having given Jinwo's commitment, started talking on his phone without looking at it. Ji-won, looking from the back at Woohyun's phone, said, "Ooh, a girl? Who is this?" MC suddenly, after reading the text on the phone, flips his mood 360 degrees, changes direction, and starts going the opposite way. His friends, confused, asked, "What? Where are you going now?" He answered shortly, "There's somewhere I have to be, so please make the way." From the background, his friends exclaimed, "Bro, we just got in trouble for ditching class, and you are gonna do it again." He acted like a true delinquent. "Since when have I even cared? I'm off?" Ji-won muttered, "I can't believe that guy is my friend." Suddenly, flipping his mood, he starts to admire Woohyun. "He's so cool, man." Woohyun arrives at the office of the director, Soo Jin-hyuk. He spoke. "You called me, sir." The director pushed a paper towards me and asked, "Do you know what this is?" When he took the latter, he saw that it told the director so. "Today at the garbage incinerator, I was bullied by the following students in my class: Lee Soo-jin, Young Jin-won, and Soo Woohyun, but in the latter, the name Soo Woohyun was cut out by the writer for some reason. But you can clearly understand the name Soo Woohyun even if someone tried to cut the letters or words." MC, leaving a relieved breath, said, "Sir, so you wanted to see me about this?" The director tells him, "Must I hear about such matters?" He adds, "I took care of it this time, but I hope that won't happen again." MC answered in the affirmative, "Of course, it won't happen again." The teacher, feeling the conversation was over, commanded, "All right, Woohyun, then you can show yourself out." While leaving, Woohyun comments towards the director, "You are not even a little bit concerned about your nephew, are you?" Replying to his comment, the director says, "You should have behaved yourselves if you wanted me to think well of you." He also added, "You can't even manage to stay out of trouble?" MC, smiling, assured the director, "Don't worry, this won't happen again." Making a gloomy face, he remarked, "At the very least, you won't be hearing about it anymore." Woohyun sees his victim through the glass window, looking for something. Ha-yen, at this time, kept searching and saying to herself, "Damn it, not here either, nor on the rooftop, where in the world is he in?" As she was looking for something or someone, she bumped into Woohyun. She touched the place where she was bumped. And with that, she started apologizing to the other person, not knowing who she had bumped into. She said, "I'm so sorry for the mishap." Suddenly, that person asked her, "Are you looking for someone? Let me guess who that person could be." And with that intention, he came closer to Ha-yen, subbing her near the wall. He, using his 99+ Riz skill, says to her, "Obviously, you are looking for me, aren't you?" She, blushing and trembling, fails to utter any word. Before she even got the time to say anything, he touched her chin and asked her, "How could you do something like that when you're such a scaredy cat?" She understood what he meant and started to apologize again. "I'm sorry, Woohyun, I don't mean to do that." The psycho MC, trying to grab her, spoke, "Why didn't you tell me yourself what you did wrong?" She trammed, "I mentioned, I think I just reported you for bullying." Woohyun, smiling, tells her, "Yeah, I thought you'd say that." At this point, he yanks her hair and tells her, "You already know what you have done wrong, don't you?" She, again, being scared, explained the belly incident. "I guess I did it?" But surprise, Woohyun, being a thriller expert, said that in reality, I was the one who reported it to the director. At this time, we can see someone secretly recording a video of Woohyun and his friends. The moment we came to see MC started to pack because he is packing to leave somewhere, so Jun-hyuk asked him, "Bro, what? You were leaving so early, where to? And why don't we just go together since we're all going to your place anyway?" Woohyun replied busily, "There's something I have to do first, that's why I'm leaving alone." Ji-won smirking said, I bet he's gonna go hide his porn stash, isn't he? Jun-hyuk retorted, do you think Woohyun is like you? Leaving, MC says farewell to his friends, see you guys later. As he was leaving, someone was still recording him. While being recorded, we see Woohyun leaving a complaint paper in the complaint box himself. The person stops recording as Woohyun starts to leave. That person, confused, asked herself, why would he do that? And surprised, that person was none other than Ha-yen, who was reviewing the pre-recorded footage in the washroom. She murmured, why was Woohyun in the suggestion box? Appearing in her psycho look, she swore, I gotta find out the reason behind his action. Ha-yen kept trying to find the key to the suggestion box among all of the other ones. She spoke to herself, has he found out I've been following him? Or that I have been filming him secretly? So now he is going to complain about me to the director, and even if those are not the reasons, then what could be the reason? And with that, she was successful in opening the lock of the suggestion box. Taking the letter from the box, she started to read the contents of the letter. But when she understood the topic of the letter, she exclaimed in shock, what on earth is this? Woohyun wrote this complaint about him and his friends on the incident of me being bullied? Trying to save Woohyun, she started to scribble and cut the name of Woohyun with a pen. As she was immersed in her work, suddenly Ji-won came from the back and hugged her. He exclaimed, isn't it the milk girl? What are you doing here? Coming back from the past, Ha-yen asked Woohyun, how did you know about that moment? Woohyun, glaring at her, asked a question of his own. He said, isn't there a more important question? Why? Like, why did I report myself for bullying? Or, why did you secretly tamper with my report? Again, it could be asked why you lied about the store running out of chocolate milk. She caught red-handed sitting down on the ground and while blushing hard, thinks he caught me. Woohyun, coming close to her, commented, congrats, you ended up getting what you wanted. My attention, all to you. He gets intimately closer, tells her, so you're gonna do that, aren't you? Leaving her on the rooftop, he says farewell to her. As he started to leave, he looked back and told someone who was hiding behind the wall he relayed to her to mind her own business if she didn't want milk thrown at her again. She came out, and she thought to herself, oh my God, how did he find out that I was in there? She again started thinking in order to make sense of the incident. She says Woohyun reported the bullying incident. Then Ha-yen secretly tampered with it? And after all she's been through, why did she do that? On top of that, it was Woohyun who threw the milk at me? What's his freaking problem? Frustrated, she started to pull her hair. She exclaimed, I'm so annoyed right now. She put her hand on Ha-yen, commanded her to stop. She told her, wait. I need to talk to you. She adds a question. So I think you are hiding something from me, aren't you? Ha-yen, freeing her from the grip, answered, no, I'm not. Soo-jin exclaimed to her, I'm asking about Woohyun. Ha-yen says, and what about him? Soo-jin, relaxing for a moment, suddenly shouted, oh, that's what you're doing. Why are you still hanging around him when he's bullying you like that? Ha-yen, glaring, told her, I can't tell you that. Soo-jin was a little taken aback by her straightforward answer. Ha-yen added, I know you like Woohyun. Soo-jin, flustered, exclaimed, what? Why would I like a psycho like him? Ha-yen, when she heard Soo-jin call Woohyun a psycho, she shouted in anger and told her, don't badmouth Woohyun. Soo-jin commented after seeing her state, now don't tell me you have a crush on him, do you? Everything you have done so far was not to get his attention? Even getting harassed by him? And that's why you put up with it? Leaving a deep sigh, she exclaimed and started to shake her head to make her understand her point. She told her, get a grip. You saw the kind of guy he is? Ha-yen, removing Soo-en's hand, said, what do you know about it? It's called love. And you should know that's how I show my love. Soo-jin was a little taken aback after analyzing Ha-yen's comment. She, in confusion, asked her, what the hell are you saying? Ha-yen, giving her legendary psychopathic laugh, tells her, see, you don't understand me either. How would you understand Woohyun? Grimly warning Soo-jin, she said, so mind your own business from now on. And with that message, she started to leave the place. Soo-jin, not understanding the full depth of her caught, kept calling her from the back, hey, Ha-yen, wait a second. After the instant conversation, the scene takes us to the classroom where students were talking among themselves. But on the other hand, we see Soo-jin grabbing her head in frustration, kept thinking about the moment and what he and she were trying to say. She thought to herself, was I being too nosy just now? Thinking more, she exclaimed inside, no. Thinking about it, this involves me too. And I think I did come off too sensitive though. Soo-jin, thinking about Hyein, said so she likes Woohyun that much? And it could be that she put up with the bullying? Soo-jin remembers Hyeon's previous comment. She says yeah. I don't understand you at all right now. At another moment, we see Hyeon taking the stairs quickly to reach Woohyun, and she has something in the black bag in her hand for Woohyun. She exclaimed in fear, damn it, Woohyun will be mad if I'm late. But when she came close to the door, Ji-won greeted her, saying, huh, look, it's Milky. Not giving any time, Hyeon asked Ji-won, do you know where Woohyun is? Jinwon's anger started scolding her. He said you were only looking for Woohyun? What about me? Why don't you ask me anything? Answering her question, he told her he was in the restroom, and after his speech, he put his hand in the black bag. From that bag, he took a piece of bread which was meant for Woohyun. When Ji-won took the bread from the bag, clearly meant for Woohyun, Jun-hyuk tried to take it back from him. He said, dude, that's his chocolate roll you are eating. Ji-won replied and told him you should have grabbed it first. Then, Jun-hyuk seeing their entering has made Ha-yen sad, and Galmi started to leave with Ji-won from that place. He put his hand on Jinwon's head and told him let's go ahead. Ji-won asked what about Woohyun? Jun-hyuk mentioned he will come in his own time. Ha-yen saying then leave commented damn so cold-hearted. Dude, would you rather eat your roll in the restroom? Why don't you come out? Jun-hyuk said hey, try not to get mixed up with Woohyun. Don't get him worked up earlier, because he cannot control himself. Ha-yen, making an understanding posture, replied affirmatively. As all that was happening outside, Woohyun was standing in front of the window. He, after seeing Woohyun, tells her that you were late. She apologized, said sorry, Woohyun, there were a lot of people at the snake store. Woohyun, seeing a bag full of snacks, murmured, oh. Snake store, you went there for the food. Ha-yen, taking out a chocolate milk, answered enthusiastically, but this time I got everything you wanted. Woohyun leaving a deep to mention chocolate milk, and you really don't learn, do you? As Woohyun was coming closer to her after saying that, she kept looking with curious eyes at him. Mr. Bully, making it clear for her, commented what I'm saying is why the hell would I care about that? What you bring? And with that he tripped her using his feet. As he tripped her on the floor, she felt the cleaning utensils that were in there. From that fall, the water stored for cleaning purposes fell into her body and made her soaking wet. He looked at fallen Ha-yen and started to leave the place. At the moment, he grabbed the door handle. Ha-yen called him from the back, Ha-Woohyun. He froze there and looked back at her when she pointed at a piece of bread and said, the bread, you forgot it. Woohyun, seeing her approach, started to laugh loudly. He came closer and commented, you are really something. Looking at her, he added, you know exactly how to get a reaction out of me. She asked, so what will you do? He said, then I'll react in the way you want. Woohyun put his hand out to pick her up. Seeing Woohyun's hand gesture, Ha-yen gave her hand towards him. But before their hands could touch, someone came outside the restroom. With a whoosh sound, the door opened and the person who looked like the teacher came into the room. But one of them locked at the person who was standing in the doorway and the person locked back at their current state. Boy oh boy, it's about to go down, obviously not in a good way.